again! Some of our followers are new to our projects and have asked if we could recap again what the need is in Liberia and why we are opening this training center. Liberia is one of the poorest countries in Africa. Their nation was torn by civil war for a very long time. As a result, they lost their elder population, their parents. Most were removed from their homesteads and placed in refugee camps. Knowledge and skills were lost. Outside the cities, the majority of the citizens are not able to read or write. The people of Liberia have been through a lot, but they are survivors with big, loving hearts. They are very special to me and Dave. As a culture, they adopt elders as mom and dad, so that is what they call us. When I used to teach in Kenya, Pastor Ernest miraculously received provision to go and attend the training while I was there as a teacher. Even Stacy, the agricultural design consultant going on this upcoming trip in November, was there in Kenya with Pastor Ernest. At that training, we were taught to not keep what you have learned to yourself, but to share it with the world. And that is exactly what Ernest is doing. By assisting Ernest in partnership, our training center is poised to change the lives of 60 villages per year. Pastor Ernest is the one who inherited 300 acres, along with a large building suitable for a training center. He could have sold this land and done well for his family the rest of his life, but his heart is for others and to serve, not for his own gain. Even when they were in refugee camp, they were given the opportunity to flee to the United States, something every African desires to do. But Ernest and his wife turned it down. They preferred to stay and help others rebuild their lives and their country. Today, Ernest is well respected by their government department. Ernest's land is located far from a large city. He is surrounded by numerous small forest villages, people trying to live a traditional life of living off the land, but they are struggling with challenges pertaining to their climate. They live in a tropical monsoon climate. This means too much rain for 6 months and then no rain for 6 months. During the rainy season, their roads look like this. They struggle to get their home produce out to market, as well as receiving supplies in. And their cost of fuel is really high. This is a picture of a gas station in a large city, but the small villages only sell gas in pint or quart jars, meaning most people can't even afford to purchase a gallon at a time. During the rainy season, they sometimes experience 1 or 2 months without electricity too, which causes a great challenge for their local hospital. This is why we are also raising money to bring 24 solar lanterns to the nurses. These only cost us $10 each. The hospital has a generator, but not for every wing or department, only the most important ones. Can you imagine trying to check on patients and dispense medications in the dark, and for a month at a time? Because they lack the knowledge of food preservation, which we will be teaching them this November, their excess produce from the rainy season doesn't get preserved for the drought season. As a result, people are eating anything they can find. Here, we were offered a snack of grubs. At the market, we found strange animals being sold for food. They eat whatever they can find, even monkey or snakes. That's the beauty of a daily stew. You can throw into that stew whatever you find. This is Laura, a single mom living across the street from the training center. You can see she is underweight and undernourished. In Africa, the number of orphans is rising rapidly, from 40 million in the year 2000 to 54 million today. This is because every day in Africa, 400 moms die, creating more orphans. This could have been Laura's story, but because she was able to learn from Ernest how to have a home garden, this is what she looks like today, much healthier. It is hard to find a legitimate orphanage to support today, one that you can trust. So we feel by preventing more orphans from being created, that in itself is an excellent way to help the widows and the orphans. Our partnership with Ernest to turn his inheritance into a training center is also helping people. We have done a few 5-day workshops to train the local community first, before we are legally able to have students there overnight. This is what the inside of the training center looks like right now. And this is the outside of the center. This is a keyhole garden that was built during a 5-day workshop. Then when it came time to put in all of the garden beds, the local village showed up to help. Just watch as they all pitched in.
Came up with the $1.80 for bed. The number has increased, and it's far less than what we should be paying for this kind of labor. I mean, you can see the work has intensified. The work has intensified. Speed! Great job, thank you!
Here are some of the garden beds as they are now. And here is our seedling nursery. Here's the progress of the kitchen for the center. They make their own bricks as well. That is a skill I would actually love to have. And here are the children working so hard all day to do the family's laundry. On this trip in November, we are going to help them catch some of the forest fowl, the original chicken, and help them place them in a chicken cruiser to integrate animals into a new permaculture design. We are also going to implement some permaculture designs and solutions for their drought season that is fast approaching. Africa is facing great challenges with food insecurity. This chart shows regions of Africa that depend on imports for 75% of what they eat. We pray that our training center can help turn that around. While doing this, we will also be able to duplicate the teachings for online courses here in America. We wish all of you could meet Ernest and his wife in person, as Stacy, our agriculture designer and consultant, was able to do. Our team of 6 going this November will get to experience what we have been trying to engage others to learn. They are not your average couple. Just listen to Dave's heart as he shares about his new brother Ernest.
Hey guys, I just wanted to, Wendy and I have been here a week and stuff, and just wanted to make it my own personal video.
I'm ready anytime.
If I can. You know, in my lifetime, I can count on one hand, missing fingers, the number of truly godly men, self-sacrificing, that are willing to give up everything in this earth for the next one and to help others get there. And this week, I've worked with one. Pastor Ernest does every day, is just constantly helping people or giving them a job on his farm, or rather than keeping all the money for himself, he's just donating it or making sure kids have something to do and giving people transportation. And it's just incredible. What an absolute honor to work with a man like that. So just want to let you know that what you give to him is not being wasted.
And then take a peek at Ernest receiving the equipment we took over for the training center last January. Just tell him how good it is.
Fantastic. I mean, what I'm seeing here is designed for my terrain.
Yes.
And I just can't imagine how people would just give and know exactly what it is needed for. I mean, how it can work in a place like this. This is all 220.
Yes.
The kind of voltage we use. It can run from 110, 100 to 220. And see this is fantastic. We usually have power shortage. So if I have to show something,
Yes.
And I have this kind of stuff that use USB
power,
power,
5 volts.
5 volt, and I just got a power bank from
yes.
Dave that can work with this.
Yes.
So you see that, Wendy?
Yes, we can do ministry in the bush.
I'm good to go.
Yes, out in the villages, we can reach the people.
Sure,
Woo!
sure, great. Wonderful.
God
wonderful.
is good.
So,
Oh.
so with my phone, with that cord, I can connect it to this device.
That's what it looks like it'll do, so we'll
Yeah.
give that a try.
And
Yeah.
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And finally, Ernest, his wife, and 4 children were sleeping in a warehouse in town. He told us he had to make a decision to either own a vehicle or own a home. And as a family, they decided the vehicle was more important because it allowed him to go out into the villages to help others. Just look at this mattress. Ernest and his wife were sleeping on this mattress that was on a broken bed frame. We couldn't leave them like that. Here is a video of us letting them know we wanted to take them to town for a new bed and a kitchen hutch.
We wanted both of y'all to know it's been a just absolute honor to be here with y'all, to see y'all's heart for people, all that you do for this community. You know, not only God's work, but the local work and stuff. It's really, really meant a lot to us. So,
And we see that every dollar that comes in, you use it
yeah,
to help others.
not personal gain.
Nothing for yourself. It's all given to help others. And
When I see y'all, it just makes that verse sing. That eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither has it entered the heart of a man what God has in store for people with a heart like you.
yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be worth it.
it's been an incredible honor to spend the week with the both of you.
Yes.
So much. And we are not going to take money from the ministry. It's totally separate from the ministry. But we have some people with a desire to give specifically to bless you personally, not to be passed on to ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not going to detract. It won't take away from what's given for ministry. But
Yeah.
we did not know that there was such a thing as a place where we could go and buy furniture. We didn't know that existed until I just saw it now. And I saw a cupboard for you to put your kitchen things in, and I thought, my Alice has got to have one of those. My sister Alice. And we saw that your bed is broken and you could use a new bed. So we want to take you furniture shopping and get you a couple things for your house.
Oh, isn't that a blessing?
You have received us here into your home, and we want to
Yes.
leave it with a special blessing from us
Yes. So,
for you to have.
yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
I know it's hard for you to receive it.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
Yes.
But sometimes you have to receive a gift for yourself.
Yeah. Sure.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a huge, yeah. To Wendy, especially Wendy, her heart is to be able to bless y'all with something
Okay.
for you, not ministry based and stuff.
Yeah, and even the people that donate, it's great to do things for the kingdom, but because you guys are doing things nonstop for the kingdom, people want to also make sure that you have a couple things to do what
Oh,
you need
yes.
to do. You need a good night's rest,
Yeah.
and to sleep in a bed that's not broken,
Yeah.
you know, and to be able to function well in the kingdom. So we thank you for receiving the gift.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We love it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, Abby, let your food be your medicine. Let your medicine be your food. This is Growing Life 20 class 5 days workshop.
I apologize if I don't send out enough pictures and videos for everyone to grasp the incredible miracle this training center is, the amazing impact it is having for so many people, and the soon coming online courses that will result from it. I'm just working so hard to get my grains course finished so that we have a source of income to continue with these projects. In the meantime, we don't need a lot of help. but we do need some help. We have $3,500 left to raise for the trip in November. We appreciate anything you can do to help. Donations are easy to process. Simply go to our website, www.vintageskillsinternational.com, and click on International Training. There you will see an item for November 2023 trip to Liberia. It has $25 programmed in for a donation price. If you feel led to give more than that, simply increase the quantity until it matches the amount you feel led to help us with. Thank you so much for helping us get this far. We appreciate it so much. Bye for now.